discussion, we're going to learn about the authentic love. So I have discussed about authentic love in various oracle card readings, as well in various discussions on relationships, partnerships. So I have created a blueprint for authentic love. So it is very much like a house. Okay, see, it's very much a blueprint to a house. And for a house, you have many facets of building a house. Okay, when it comes to the foundation, when it comes to the walls, when it comes to the door, right? When it comes to the structure, the installation, all of that. Very much like any relationship. It's kind of like we are building a house, from our foundation to our walls to the structure. So authentic love, this is the blueprint. So the first thing I have, you can see it as your foundation, is friendship. Okay, friendship is your foundation. So what is friendship? Friendship is developed over time, right? When we think of friendship, we're usually brought back to when we are a kid in high school or a kid in middle school, right? And we would see these people every day, and over time we learn to trust them, right? They learn to trust us. We would participate in projects together, we would participate in endeavors and activities, and we bonded. And how we bonded in high school, middle school was usually through recreational activities, as well as through study and learning. So in a relationship is what we call getting to know someone. Okay, so our high school friendship that was created through recreational activities such as sports and dance class, as well as study and learning and projects and endeavors, it's courtship. Okay, so high school relationship, friendship, is translated in adult language as courtship. So courtship is how we are able to feel safe, right? We feel safe and comfortable. And when we start to feel safe and comfortable, we can really begin to create structure. So just like any kid that's becoming your friend, or friends that are in high school, usually there is a reliability, right? Dependability. I can count on you, you can count on me. And how we develop that in high school is through our ability to move through time together, right? Move through time together. And in high school, middle school, it's very natural. It's not forced, right? And when it's very natural, there's also friction, right? But where there is friction, there is vision. And that's the next, you can say, bullet point. So see friendship as our foundation, right? It's through time that we get to know someone, and it's through courtship that we really get to understand someone, right? And when we create friction, right? All friends in high school, there is friction, right? But when we move past it, we create vision. And vision, so once you have your foundation, you can have vision, such as the walls, right? What kind of walls do you want to have? What kind of windows in the walls do you want to have, right? Do you want oval windows? Do you want circular windows, right? What kind of rooms would you like? Now that you have this foundation, the vision is like, okay, I would like to have a room like this with a window facing the ocean. I would like to have a room like that the kitchen where the windows are like this. So we create vision together. So in order for us to be on the same page, right, and to create vision with someone, we really do have to go through courtship. Right? A lot of us, we want to jump into the vision, and we want us to just like link up and be on the same page so that we can just run off and get all our prosperity with our partner, but we don't even really know them, right? We didn't really get to know them, right? So therefore we don't really trust them, and therefore the connection, there isn't much of a bond, and there's not much consistency or dependability. So it's like a foundation that's really nothing much, right? And you can't really create vision off of a foundation that's made of mud, right? So vision for us in authentic love very much has to do with our goals, our aspirations, right? What are we pursuing? What are pursuits in life? And does this person support that, right? So basically, for women especially, it is saying what we want, right? Communicating, articulating what we want. In order for us, even as a woman, because we very much are the driving force for the house, we can say, because we are the great muse, right? The man is very much the engineer, he's the architect, but we're the great vision. And in any sort of building of a house, usually it's inspired by the woman, right? And what she loves about a kitchen, right? And a man builds upon her great dream for her beautiful kitchen, right? Or a bedroom, right? A bedroom facing the sunset over the ocean, right? So in order for us as women particularly to know what we want so we can articulate and communicate what we want, we first have to befriend ourselves, right? We have to befriend ourselves. So how we do that as a woman particularly, so through befriending ourselves as a woman, we can understand what we need and what we want. And when we get very clear on what is our sense of fulfillment, what is our creative pursuits, and overall what is our niche, what is our talent, what is authentic, endearing, and sincere to us. When we really concentrate, when we really develop that within our own practice of getting to know ourselves, we can better present that to our partner, right? It's like a presentation. This is my presentation, right, to my partner. And in order to have a good presentation, you have to work on it, right? If you spent 5 minutes getting to know yourself, your presentation to your partner is probably not going to be that good, right? Just like in college, okay? But if you spend a lot of time getting to know yourself, right, communicating to yourself, really going deep and seeing what do I really want? What is my fulfillment? What is endearing and sincere and authentic to who I am, right? What is my creative self-worth, right? What is my self-esteem? What really lights me up and excites me as a human being, right? So when you really get deep with that, you can best present it to your partner. And if your partner resonates and vibes with that, wonderful. But if that person does not, you know where you stand and you know where that person stands. So you don't feel like you need to waste your time. And you don't waste your time, right? You just keep it moving. So through vision, we create freedom, right? Freedom is a sanctuary. So now that we have the walls, right, we have the windows, we can create a sanctuary, right? And the sanctuary, I call it the color, right? Bringing color, bringing light into your home, right? The light, the color that is on the wall, the painting, the painting of the walls, as well as the light that comes through the window. So freedom is what I call inspiration and motivation, right? We motivate each other to apply, right? To apply ourselves in our pursuits. We motivate each other to do what is going to give us the most energy, right? And in order for us to really have that space, that sanctuary to grow, to heal and excel, we need freedom, right? We need freedom to breathe. We need freedom to relax. We need freedom to contemplate. So in freedom, we talk about in high school, all recreational activities, all studies and learning experiences are very much about freedom, right? Teachers give students the freedom to discover, the freedom to explore, the freedom to be right and the freedom to be wrong, right? And in relationships, we know we need freedom to be right. We need freedom to be wrong so that we can better grow. So when we are very much confining and we're restricting and we're kind of closing ourselves off, and when we are not speaking up, right, or when we are demanding on somebody, or we are imposing what we we want upon them, that doesn't give freedom for that person to really learn in their own way. So I see this sort of bullet point, freedom, as giving someone the space to learn in their own way, right? To process and experience in their own way. Just like any student in high school, everyone learns differently, and some people are slow, some people are fast, but all kids will eventually get to a point where they get it, right? And they're willing to move forward. And the more freedom that we give, the more we can learn about ourselves, about the other, and how we can better move forward as a relationship, how we can better create a bond and have intimate discussion, and how we can better turn friction into a greater vision. And then the last bullet point I have is expression leads to peace. So overall, we want a relationship to be expressive. Like in high school, right? They're all expressive. All of those little, your first love is very expressive. It's very affectionate. It's very appreciative. It's very respectful. So when we really have freedom to learn and grow in our own way, we can better express ourselves. When we feel soothed and when we feel healed, we can express ourselves. When we feel restricted, when we feel bound, or when we feel like we're always right or always wrong, we don't really express ourselves. We hold it in. We withhold emotions, thoughts, and then that creates a disconnect, and that creates this upset within the relationship, which we all experience. So expression leads to peace. So in order for us to express ourselves as a woman to a man and a man to a woman in a way that's going to bring about peace, we really do need to self-soothe ourselves, right? Especially during those times of, where we're wanting to move forward and there may be some sort of insecurities or upsets or agitations. Expression is very much allowing your heart to sing, right? Allowing your mind to calm and allowing your body to be passionate and allowing that person to be that. Whatever is their rhythm of calming the mind, of letting their heart sing and letting their body be passionate, is allowing them to do that, right? The more that we can allow them do what is most natural and rhythmic to them, the more peace we can have. But it all goes back to our vision, right? And the vision for our most creative pursuit, if that's not on the same sort of playing field, right, it's going to be very hard for us to really move forward, right? Because we're not going to drag someone to move forward, and we're not being dragged to move forward. So that's why it always comes back to the vision, and that's something that we communicate very early on to our partner, so that we can really connect with somebody who is somebody who wants to want, right, an experience with us, right? So when I mean wants to want an experience with us is that they are excited about the endeavors, they're excited about the goals, they're excited about the challenges, and they're very enthusiastic about emerging and collaborating with us. So it's not meaning that we're the same person, we have the same sort of ideals or backgrounds or history or the same sort of desire for our career or our lifelong view, but we do have that core intention to excel, right? And we want to excel in very similar ways, even if it's not the same. So thank you.